here today with the director of the brand new film Whispers of Yesterday. This is Jack Whitby. It's nice to have you here, Jack. We just thought we'd ask you a few questions about the film.
Yeah, sounds good.
So the first question we want to know is, how effective is the combination of your main product and the ancillary tasks?
Oh yeah, so the main product obviously was the film trailer, and obviously the media products we had with it were the ancillary tasks we had with the poster for the film, which you could showcase there, and the magazine front cover, which was featured on a magazine front cover. So my trailer for a thriller film called Whispers of Yesterday has a combination of different marketing techniques. That's what it all revolves around. So not only have I released I've released a 2-minute trailer to get the audience excited for the feature film, but also to extend my audience for the film, I released a poster for the film, and as well as a magazine front cover. And also the cover for the magazine was called Film Now. It's quite a popular magazine front cover, so that was good. Which is obviously that's all further advertisement for the film. So obviously I'll just quickly explain the 3 media market promos and how they link to each other. So obviously, as the question you asked was the combination of them. So I'll go through how we linked in all 3. So we'll start with the trailer itself. So as this was what the ancillary tasks are based upon, the trailer focuses on the dark colours to suit the dark theme of the film and to suit the story of the trailer. The trailer focuses on one of the main characters, which is John, and the whole trailer is kind of based around getting to know that character of John. I don't know if you've seen the trailer.
I have seen the trailer, actually. It's very impressive.
So it's all based around this character of John. And so I used John in all 3 of the advertising techniques because obviously the audience have seen this character in the trailer and know a bit about the character. The trailer also uses iconic locations in the film such as Graveyard and the Misty Field. So I reused these locations later on in the movie poster and magazine front cover. So
what made you do this then? What made you link these 2 together, the 2 locations?
Well, so firstly you had Graveyard, which is obviously quite a lot where the film's based quite around this, obviously John fakes his death and you see him at the graveyard. So I kind of wanted on the magazine front cover to draw people in by having a direct address of John with him at this tombstone, because that's a bit uneasy and it's something you probably wouldn't normally see on a magazine front cover. So that would kind of draw people in. And then for the Misty Field, John's seen in one of one of the most iconic shots in the trailer, the establishing shot. Right at the end, John is seen walking away in this misty field. So I decided to reuse that for the poster, as I feel like it gave quite a creepy feel and kind of made a crisp poster, which people can look at and kind of, it represents the dark theme of the film.
So you've used these 2 locations in your posters if to portray what the film is like, a bit more of insight into the film, these locations.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It kind of gives the audience, if they've seen the trailer, which they most probably have before they see the 2 other marketing techniques, they'll recognise the locations, and it kind of links the whole thing nicely together. And the locations that I use are also quite, as I say, suit the theme of the film, so that they quite nicely go together. So obviously, as I was saying, the trailers have more information about, because you can show more, so you can show more information about more characters, more the themes of the film. So by watching the trailer, you can find out more about the film, as you can see more characters and find out more about the story. Obviously, however, John is the main focus in the trailer, so the other 2 marketing techniques do focus on him as well. So obviously, as we were talking about the poster for my thriller film for Whispers Yesterday, the poster was focusing on John walking into the distance. We could put a picture up. You can see that he's walking into the distance on a misty field, which combines the movie trailer and the poster, as it has the main protagonist John walking in a distance. So people recognise John and the location from the trailer, as we were just discussing. The audience will also recognise the misty field, as this is the last location we see John in the trailer. And it's quite iconic for the audience to see once again the poster. The poster also follows the same colour scheme as the trailer. So also I keep bringing back to this dark colours and the whole poster being in black and white with bold text, much like the trailer. the text stands out to the audience and grabs their attention. So the darker colours and bold text help represent the theme of the film.
So you're really like emphasising the genre, you're really gripping the sort of thriller enthusiast into this film by using all this.
Yeah, because obviously a typical thriller film, and mostly after my research, is all things such as, you could say, it's just they're always so dark. They're not necessarily horror film dark, but they have got that kind of...
Not pleasant feel to
Yeah,
it, really.
not pleasant. It's kind of everything's a bit gloomy, doom and gloom. So that's really what the trailer represents, and that's also shown in the poster. The poster does not even use direct address, which for the most of the posters I researched, they all use direct address. However, the dark colours and the house scheme of the poster creates mystery in the poster and makes the audience wonder what will happen in the final film.
And
So
you sort of use this as well, like your dark sort of colours, just really adds to that.
yeah, the whole overarching theme of the poster was kind of the fact that John wasn't looking at the camera. Because as I said, when I researched magazine front covers posters, they all had characters given direct address, but I feel like it didn't really suit the theme of my film.
No.
I feel like it had to have that bit of mystery, which is obviously him walking away into the mist, really does create mystery in the film, I feel in the poster, if you see a guy walking away from the camera and mist itself, it's like fog, you can't see through the mist, that makes it much more gloom and doom.
It sort of makes it a bit more unique as well compared to other thriller films, just say it sort of makes it stand out and seem a bit different.
Yeah, I would say so. The only... because I don't feel like the colour scheme is too dark to make it be seen as a horror film, but I feel like it's dark enough to make sure that it's not seen as a drama film either, so it's slightly nice in the middle to represent it as its own thriller film. So obviously we'll talk about the magazine front cover. Again, as it relates to the trailer and the poster. It once again uses the main protagonist, John, on the front cover, and all advertisement for the film has included this, so as I keep saying, John is in all three. It's important to have him in all three because he's the main character. John is also giving direct address in this case to the audience to draw the audience into the magazine and get their attention. And if they see John, they may recognise him from the film trailer or maybe even the poster through, even though John is facing away in the poster. The magazine front cover also uses dark and dangerous colours, including lots of blacks, lots of reds. This time we're focusing on quite bold but evil colours, because obviously this is not in black and white like the poster. This is shown in John's costume, as he is wearing a black suit, which is with a very stern face, which conveys to the audience this is a serious film, much like the trailer and poster also show that they can quite clearly see it's not going to be a comedy. The location the magazine front cover is set in the graveyard, also seen in the trailer, which is one of the main locations for the movie. The graveyard also adds a sense of interest to the poster, though both locations are seen in the final film. And obviously it is a positive that the location is different in the poster and the front cover, as it changes the view for the audience and lets them see more of what the film has to offer. And obviously, we still know the film was Whispers of Yesterday because we've seen the same font on Whispers of Yesterday and we've seen John in all three advertisements. So they all kind of...
So they feel like acting as if more teasers, like seeing one thing and then showing a bit more of the other.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say the whole base... I kind of based it around the trailer. So if you have the trailer and then kind of the ancillary tasks, the poster and the magazine front cover are spanned off of that. So it's almost as such that you're getting to see more of the same... You're kind of seeing more of the same thing because you've seen the misty field and John and you've seen the graveyard and John, but it just highlights those points more, which will obviously highlight it when we get to the final film. So I would like to say the combination of my trailers, posters and magazine works well, as they all convey the same theme of the dark and mystery, but also portray the main character of John, which people will recognise, which means they will remember the film, because obviously they remember the characters, remember the locations. And all the advertising things linked in together perfectly, I think. They all conveyed the same theme, they all had the same colour schemes. And overall, I think the advertising for the film worked really well and also portrayed what Whispers of Yesterday is all about. And obviously, the whole point of marketing techniques is to get your target audience excited to see the film. And personally, I think my poster and magazine front cover succeeded in that. I would say that that the posters themselves really did convey the overall theme, which was kind of this feel of like betrayal, revenge, and it was all fairly quite dark in the sense that it was all, because obviously the daughter was the niece, John's niece, was obviously getting sold off to the sex trade, and though obviously there's no vivid imagery of that, it's kind of still a dark overriding kind of theme to the film, and I feel that you had to convey. I didn't want to put on the poster or the magazine front cover, you know, all the trailer sex trade. You know, I didn't really feel that was needed. I just felt that the theme of it was more important.
And sort of the theme suggests that, and you want to leave a bit more mystery for the final film itself.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to show everything you've got in a trailer, and the poster. You've got to leave some sort of interest for the audience to see when they see the final film. I wouldn't want it to all be shown in the trailer. I didn't want to show all the best bits. You've got to show kind of some action shots, like many thriller film trailers do show at the end of the trailer. They have more action. You know what I'm talking about? They have more action and quick cuts. So that
build up.
Yeah, exactly. It's slow, so they introduce the story and the characters, and then it gets faster and faster and faster. And that is seen in Whispers Yesterday. And there's some, you see kind of the false hero of MASH. He's seen as giving John a weapon to help him fight these people, and then you see that clip of him walking down with a baseball bat. So you kind of know something's up. And then when you see in the end John punching him, you don't know what went down between them. You don't know what's happened, but you know obviously something MASH must have something to do with his wife dying and his niece being in trouble.
So I'm still seeing like a lot of some of the outcomes, like a lot of why these things have happened, are still quite a mystery.
Exactly, yeah. Because it was for example, the character of Diablo, that's the character that follows the niece through the woods. Obviously, you don't know why he's following him. You see him die by John killing him, but you don't know why he's following her. So it's like you said, sometimes you know the outcomes, but you have questions on why a certain character's doing
This
it.
could
It
have
sort of suggests the importance of different characters. Where, like, you can clearly see this character isn't quite as important. If you see him like dying off quite quickly, then still you don't know why his character is, but you show he's not quite as important, which is cleverly done.
Yeah. It's not like he's the main bad guy. Obviously, an exclusive for the interview, the main bad guy is MASH. So obviously that creates more questions on what happened between MASH and John. Diablo is not so much of a main character. In fact, it's barely seen during the film, but you obviously see him, that he has something to do with the overall plot of the final film.
Yeah, so brilliant answer.
Thank you for that, Jack.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Right, moving on.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you here, Jack, and it's been some brilliant answers, and thank you very much for your time.
We've shown some of the little segments of your trailer throughout the questions, but just in case the audience haven't seen it yet, here's a final trailer for Whispers of Yesterday.
Yes, enjoy.